We got ourselves Team Blue with Barbatuates, Blazer, Nikari, Zachary, and we got ourselves one and only, the bad boy himself, the one versus Body Count on Team Red. Going up first on his team, we're gonna have Foster, we're gonna have Lucron, we're gonna have ourselves PvE God X, Exotic, I don't know if I called him, but it's gonna be Body up first and running. He's playing a subtlety assassination. We're gonna see what shows he's playing. As always, guys, good luck and have fun. Buffs are okay, but everybody except Paladin. Paladins give you buffs to yourselves. Warlock stones are fine. Priest buffs are fine. Mage buffs, warrior buffs are fine. Be out of stealth unless you're dueling. Be out of cat form unless you're dueling. There we go. I think we caught everybody. Be out of bear form, out of any form is a druid unless you're dueling. This is going to be Zachary up versus the Fury Warrior versus Body Count. Going to get sapped up. He does have his big old wolf mount. It's going to be Body Count opening up on him. Does get the Noblet in it. He's going to go for big damage with Zachary. Zachary just kind of letting him get the full opener. Going to be back-to-back cheap shots. Big eviscerates for Body Count. Zachary, he decided to go for a bow before starting the duel. What an honorable man. He was like, bow, charge right in there. Get in there, boy. Is going to land a stun onto Body Count. Does he get a big old leap maybe? Oh, leaps a little bit far. It does miss Body. Body's just going to skirt his way out of there. It is going to be a subtlety rogue with all the damage he's got. So for Zachary, it's going to be a little bit rough. He did burn through his racial just now. He did burn through his Dark Iron racials. He's not going to have a trinket for a bit, so he's going to be actually locked down by Body for a bit. That's going to be a full Shadow Blade too. Body's going in for big damage right now. Fear onto Body Count. Is he going to trinket? It does trinket with an evasion. Zachary is going to go for that in Rage Regeneration. Is going to land a stun into Body Count. Going to clap out. Get the Bloodthirst in there. Evasion is going to be coming down a bit. Does go into Vantage Moment. Zachary just AoEing him. He gets him out of AoE. Going to get another heal from him. Going to get a charge heal off him. Try to see if he can get it. Does have cooldowns. Charges to Body Count. Is going to try to obliterate him right now. Going through his damage with Reckless going. That's going to be this cheap shot coming down. Has a trinket if he needs to. The Body Count is trying to end him. Zachary might just have to trinket this a little bit early. He does go for Warlock Hellstone with a blind for Body Count. Hasn't trinketed anything. He hasn't trinketed nothing. Body Count is slowly running out of cooldowns. Body Count, you better not be sitting in there in stealth like a big old bit. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Oh my god, he's going to be that guy. No one likes that kind of rogue. No one likes you when you do that. Be a real man. Get at him, boy. Get at him. Grow a pair and get in there. Has a mark for health ready. Zachary's going to get a charge off, I guess, off somebody in case he needs to get a heal. But there it is. He didn't heal. He didn't heal. He just got a charge off. Going to be a full kitted shot. Zachary's still holding on to the trinket if he needs to. Is going to trinket at the very end. It's going to be a dampener coming out with a Maldic. Going to get a roar in there. Needs to get the health from Body Count right now while he's got it. Maldic is not going to let it for a bit. Needs to get the Bloodthirst in there back to back. Body Count self is not really looking all that healthy. He's going to get a concoction roll and get an Eye Blade in there on Zachary. Going to go for the Cloak of Shadows as if it's done anything for him. Is going to get that big old Cloak of Shadows to follow. Leap coming in for Zachary. Does get a slow into Body Count. Fear to follow. Body Count is just cowering in the corner. Smoke Bomb coming out. Just hotboxing in there. Cheap shot coming in with Zachary. Try to see if he can show the damage around with Zachary. Back-to-back stones to follow. Is he going to get the big damage? Zachary lands the stone on him. Is he going to be able to execute him right now? Body Count is not really looking that good. It's going to be Reckless coming in for Zachary. Does get a charge of Body Count. Big crits, big damage coming in. Body Count trying to run away. Safe trinket coming down. Doesn't have a trinket for a while. He's going to go for Shadowy Duel, but he's getting AoE'd by Zachary while he's got him there. And Blazer's looking straight at him. Zachary is on a chase for Body Count. That's Shadowy Duel does get him out of that bad situation. Zachary does have himself a bit of a heal. If he just randomly AoEs right now on the Body Count, that would have been insane. It's going to go for AoEs. Does he get him out though? He doesn't. Body Count is going to have to wait for literally years. He's going to wait for years. It's going to be years before I open out of stealth. Look at my domain. I can just sit here all day. Come on. Come on. Shadow Step missed kidney, but it's actually going to land it regardless though. Does get an Oblet in. Trying to go for the dance. Zachary still has a fair amount of health though. Back-to-back cheap shot. Not going to go for the massive heal. It's going to go for the evasion early. Zachary is going to get a trinket off of Body Count with that stun. It's going to go for that Rage Regeneration. Not going to be able to land any kind of heals. It's going to be blind onto Zachary. No trinket available. Zachary, if he sits the full duration for stuns back to back, that might be a bad situation. Might just want to get out of there with a rage regen or berserk. Might want to actually commanding shout himself before he goes for another opener. Like commanding shout and just try to AoE. Because otherwise he's going to have not a lot to work with. Going to have a trinket very, very soon. It's going to be full kit and shot, but body count. Trinket's out of it at the very late. Body count has a trinket if he needs to. Cheap shot coming out. It's going to be Malek again. Zachary's going to land the fear. Needs to... Oh my god! Did his commanding shot run out at the end there? I think it did. And a Nightblade teched on him. That was such unfortunate end. That's going to be getting shot into body count right now. Big vendetta right now. Body count is nowhere to go. It's going to be a good road for body count onto body count to follow. Does get a click of shadow. Is trying to deal with this vendetta. Has a vanish if he needs to. But that's going to be poison slowing him down. Does going to get shadow step off of Nikari. But he's going to continue to sink those daggers in there. Body count trying to see if he can charge the damage around. Is he going to be able to? Evasion coming in for Nikari though. Does body have anything? Is that vendetta still on him? Is going to get the Phantomized in there back to back. Not letting body count go anywhere. And does he go down? Acid trying to turn around. The cheap shot was a valiant effort, but not quite enough, and Nikari now has to go versus Fossil. Fossil actually get into play. I'm so glad. Look at this Fossil. Look at the big bones. Getting the shot blind. He's actually going to trick it out of it. He's like, you know what? We just used both cooldowns. I'm just going to trick it out of it. Nikari not looking that healthy. Vanish coming out with a cloak of shadows, getting a bit of that AoE from Fossil. But it does look like he's going to be able to sling into AoE. Let's see how long this guy's gonna send the cell. I want these duels to be going, boys. To be going. Foster gonna get hit with a cheap shot. Nikari is not gonna get out. He's not gonna just leave him alone by himself. Managed to fall into Foster with a kidney shot to follow. He's gonna get that Nightblade, internal bleeding in there. But Foster does get to eliminate the row, clapping him out. Does get a heal rolling. Who is up next? It is 4 people on Team Red left versus 3 people on Team Blue. Are they gonna bring out Barbatuates? He's just doing a bit of a wave. Is it Blazer? Or are they bringing out the big guns? What's up next? I think it is going to be Blazer. Or it is going to be Blazer. It is going to be Paladin. Lagging looks like he's lagging a little bit, but hopefully he's doing just fine. Nice transmog by the way. Look at all mine and shit. Not bad look, honestly. Gonna be Foster getting that charge to snag that heal from Blazer. Does Foster play Stormbolt though? That is my question. Is gonna go for that enraged regeneration as a Hodge comes down. And Blazer's actually just gonna run away from the guy. Doesn't want to burn a Bob to deny Foster the heal. He's actually just gonna line aside him and get away from him. Foster is gonna snag that second charge in there, trying to land another heal. With a fear to follow, and Foster's just not looking that good. Blazer just letting the time pass by. He has a setup, he has a good position. The only thing that could surprise you is maybe reflect that a Foster does land to reflect, not a Hodge, doesn't see a Hodge that he wanted. And a Foster is actually going to land himself massive heal, massive health increase from commanding shot. Going to keep healing himself. Shield Avengers coming out for Blazer. Going to get an execute set it to the Foster, or maybe he can take him out without using cooldowns at all. Foster barely has any health, and down he goes. Well done by Blazer. Waited out. Foster played it out as best as he could, man. Played out as best as he could. Up next is going to be Lookrod, setting Blazer away with a couple pets. It's going to be Demonology versus Retribution Paladin. We'll see how this is going to go down. Blazer's going to have to go and kite for quite a bit. For Lookrod, it's going to be really a long-term game. But at least with this line of sight, with this pillar right here that we got working with. Wait, I'm trying to... Yeah, there we go. I tried to detach. With this massive pillar we have one short side, one long side. That's exactly where Lucron wants Blazer to be, so he doesn't get to go behind the LOS on the shorter end. Does horror him in the right direction. Fear down the line. That's going to be all he spends actually stunned up. Lucron goes for a drain life instead. As actually Blazer had a perfect counter for all the spets. With Wake of Ashes, he gets to stun Undead as well as demons. So that was actually really badly put up for Lucron because his main demon got stunned. He couldn't do follow-up damage. He couldn't really get the big CC, big chain damage. So it was actually pretty good for Lucron just to get the fear, get the drain life, get some health back. And it's going to be Blazer back in, around the corner, on the stairs, fearing him out downhill. But it's actually going to be a bubble coming in for Blazer. Trying to see if he can just pump damage into Lucron with a bubble. Trying to see if he can just one-shot him right now with the wall, keeping him afloat. Trying to land the fear, does land the fear. And as long as he can just LOS and avoid the wings for as long as he humanly can, they should be in a good spot. Maybe rotate the pet stuns. This could be a good opportunity to go for pet stuns, as the big defensive is gone for Blazer. Has a Warlock house if he needs to summon a second pet, and Looker actually dropping down pretty low in health, summoning the big tyrant, keeping Blazer out in the open. Is he just gonna pummel by the tyrant? Another blast, gonna go for flashlight. All those pets are around the corner, trying to suppress his damage. Is gonna get the shortest shot of fury in there. Needs to get the tyrant to cast some big damage. Does the tyrant have anything in him? No, the Tyrant does dissipate, but Blazer barely has any health. That's going to be more instant cast by Lucron. Lots of pressure. Still, a lot of these demons are still running after Blazer, still keeping his health low. All this imps around the corner. Does get the reflect rolling in case Blazer just goes for a hodge. Blazer does not go for a hodge. Execution set is coming down with a Chill of Vengeance getting feared way out into Africa by Lucron as he's generating more pets and resources. And Blazer is going to again bail out, going to go for a more defensive play. And he's going to go for Flash of Lights. That's actually not bad for Lucron. Blazer is getting a lot of health back, but at least that flashlight doesn't burst back into Lucron. Blazer gonna get more resources off the pets. Lucron, does he have cooldowns? Lucron has cooldowns. Lucron and Blaze right now. No bubble, no bob for a while. This has a Shield of Vengeance up and running. Has a human racial and a trinket, I'm pretty sure. Gonna be a fear onto Blazer. Is Lucron gonna set up for a big setup? Needs to make sure he has plenty of space. Blazer is getting up close and personal. This is the perfect time to go for that Tyrant. Caught Blazer out in the open with his pants down. That Tyrant is going to blast him back to back. Look at the blast damage the Tyrant is doing. Shield of Vengeance coming down. Is that going to save you? Actually reflected his own hodge. And the Tyrant does capitalize on it. Lucron turned that duel around so heavily. Blazer just committed a little bit too much in there. And next up is going to be 1 at 41% dampening. Is he going to go for that honor duel? I think he is. I think he's kind of letting Lucron get the honor duel. Let's send the pet over there. Lucron, you can drain life off the pet. I think Lucron is like, all right, let's get in there, boys. Wait, is he letting him? Wait, I think it's... Oh, no, there we go. There we go. Now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. Interrupting Lucron in the opener. Gonna get a couple of those instant casts. Stunning him around the corner. Is gonna get the Bile Scourge Bombers. And is gonna banish Lucron's pet away. Lucron is gonna try to go for the same banishment strategy. Actually gonna fear the Beyblade. That is the demon for 1 out. And it's gonna be him to go out to follow. Try to see if he can get a separate zone. That's gonna be Lucron. Get in a back-to-back stun. Gonna play this a little bit differently. Doesn't want to use the stones to set up. He uses the stones to peel. That's gonna be the one summoning out the massive Tyrant. Gonna sacrifice Lucron. Is gonna go banishing the Tyrant. Instant banishing the Tyrant. Not gonna let him do any damage. And that's gonna be, I think it was a Malik flying at Lucron. I don't know if he had a reflect for it or whatnot. Gonna rebanish the Tyrant. That Tyrant, dude. That Tyrant banishment is pro. He's not out of the fight just yet. He's even gonna get another Felguard. And he's just gonna try to drain life once Felguard for a bit. 1 needs to again find the angle. He's just letting Lucron take some damage back there. Letting him recover a little bit. Again, needs to find an angle. Lucron is focused on a pet. Does he know that 1 is around the corner? Does realize it's stun coming on to Lucron. 1 is going to get the Bile Scourge Bombers with a couple of instances in there. 1 coming up for Lucron. Does get a Warlock Hellstone in there. And Lucron's pet is going to get locked out for a bit. As he does reflect. Did 1 reflect himself? Did 1 reflect? 1 did reflect that! Yeah, Lucron reflected that onto 1. Double horror onto him just now with a banish on the pet right after. Is going to get the Tyrant in. Does Lucron turn around with his massive Tyrant? That's going to be 1 bailing away from the Tyrant, avoiding it completely. That thing wants to blast him. He has the angle on him. He has the angle on him. He's blasting him away. The pets catch up. Does he 1 more attack? Satan she can proc him. Lucron setting in even more pets. Tyrant is up and running. Does he get... Oh no! The Tyrant does bail away. Shot of Fury across all these pets. Does 1 have enough health to do this? Lucron is going to go for the drain life. 1 wants to get the big damage, but this pet's actually tearing right through him. And he goes down. Oh my goodness. Lucron, my man. Holy crap. And Barbiturates is up next. Try to see if he can just execute Lucron. Is going to reflect out of that. Silence Lucron. Has dots rolling. I think he's down. Yep. Wait a minute. Nah, I thought he had it, man. And Exotic is up next. We don't ever get to see Exotic play, so I'm glad the PV God is letting that boy go first. Fear coming onto Exotic. Trinkets it immediately. And Richards is going to go for a CC chain with a mind control to follow. Just wants to let the dots work on Exotic as much as he can. Is actually going to bail behind the pillar, letting those dots going to tick on a 58% dampening. Going to go for a couple of regrowths. That's all he's really got. Barbiturates has a pretty long game ahead of him, though. Especially against Exotic, that's a long game ahead of him. I don't really know how he's going to do it. I don't know how he's going to do it. But it's going to be Incarn coming in for Exotic, though, getting stunned up onto Barbiturates right now. Lots of damage. It's going to go for the Panda Racial. I get the dots up and running with a mind control to follow. Actually, non-DR in it. And it's going to force him to pick up the eye, take 5% more damage. Going to go for that Void Eruption to follow. It's going to get that Void Bolts in there, stun to follow. Maledict afterwards, keeping him out of float. Could even silence him if he wants to. Does silence him, no heals available with a Mindbender nipping away at his toes. Doesn't wall it up. Bash coming in. Thorns are up and running for Exotic. But barely has any health, and that's going to be an execute. Barbiturates takes him out. Last man left is gonna be PvE God X versus Barbiturates. That's probably the worst matchup for a Shadow Priest, dude. Barbiturates, PvE God X. Hope y'all have a good one though. Barbiturates though, man, he did pretty good against the Feral. He did pretty good. Fear now the Paladin trying to stave off the massive plated boy right here with a mind control. Gonna walk him away actually. 66% dampening. PvE God might have to be a little bit more careful with the bobs and bubbles, because he won't be able to heal as much. Does get a silence on the PvE God, and he's going to cleanse him off all kills. It's going to go for that greater fade. Dodging out PvE God X's damage. I don't even know if he dodged Hodge or Execute Sentence or whatnot. There's going to be a Hodge to Barbiturates. Does have Void Eruption. It's going to go for the Disperse right now. PvE God X actually creating quite a bit of damage for the Mindbender. Not really able to get a lot of heals though. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance. Going to pop out the Barbiturates. Unless he can Mind Control it. Try to see if he can. Rebukes out the cast. And that's going to be a Barbiturates with barely any health left. Also Paladin damage coming out. Bubbles out just to make sure that he can end it. Actually, if he didn't bubble, I almost want to say maybe bubble carried. I mean, it's a Paladin. I didn't think Shadow Priest was going to do anything, but his health was actually dropping. He bubbled to make sure that he doesn't lose. What if he didn't bubble? Like if he just got mind controlled, would he still have lost? I want to find out. Imagine if you could go back in time and like, okay, try something else. Try this.